Hey guys, welcome back. Look, you know how it is, all right? I can't finish like a long, story-driven, visual novel-esque game, or any game really with a lot of characters in it, without doing a tier list. All right, so here it is. Tiers haven't been named. Maybe they'll change through. I don't know. I basically just pulled this thing up and started recording. Just top to bottom, nothing fancy. Get right into it. Starting off with Mizuki. Mizuki, one of the two main characters, along with Ryuki, who we'll get to eventually. I really like Mizuki. I liked Mizuki a lot. And also, last side note, I promise. Characters that appear in the first game, I will take into consideration what they did in the first game and who they are. I'm gonna take them into both games into consideration there. I would rank all of them from the first and second game because I never did a first game tier list, but honestly, I don't. It's been a while, and I don't think I have a good enough memory for some of the like. I don't know where the fuck I'd rank Renju, right? Like it's been so long. I kind of remember a few things he says, but I don't think it'd be fair. So we're going into with just the nirvanA initiative characters. Mizuki, great character. Honestly, I'll go ahead and be honest with you. This is going to be either A or S. I just haven't decided which yet. I'm leaning more towards like a lower-ish S. Superhuman, which leads to some really funny, goofy moments. Has really good banter with most of the cast, really. I particularly enjoy her banter with BB later on, and they kind of have like this weird like the two of them talking to a third person. It's interesting, right? Big fan of Mizuki. Good playable character. I'm trying to think of any real negatives. I can't think of any. Sick drip. Gets to hang out with Aiba. Just like that alone puts you in like the top half of the list. Let's be real. If you have conversations with Aiba. See, I think I'm solid on Mizuki as an S tier. They will be ranked left to right in order of higher to lower. So like obviously right now this is the highest character on the tier list because it's the only one. It's Shoma. Anyway, Shoma's a child. He's like what, 12, I think, in the pre-time skip, 18 post-time skip. Robotics genius, built a fully functioning robot when he was, 12 years old. That's pretty impressive. Has like a huge crush on Mizuki. Doesn't want to say it. I get that. I was a kid before. I understand. I will say the only thing keeping me from immediately ranking Shoma is I'm not sure how I feel about his whole like I'm gonna believe the teaching of Nai's character arc, right? He was a kid. So I think I'm willing to give him leeway on that because, man, that's some crazy ass bullshit. All right. Like how on earth, who the hell is going to read these Nai's teachings and be like, yeah, this makes sense. This checks out. Like, come on. But he was 12. All right. Like I was 12 before. I was dumb as hell when I was 12. And I'm probably, not the smartest, but not the dumbest 12-year-old. Right. Or was. Not anymore. Right. Who knows how old I am. Anyway. So I think Shoma gets an A tier. I don't think I can bump him into an S tier. The robotic skill is really impressive. He doesn't have a ton of like goofy fun dialogue, but I don't know. He kind of has some sweet moments when it's like Mizuki and him talking and they're both at the Kotatsu. Like there's cute moments like that, right? He makes a fucking bomb, now that I think about it. That was kind of whack. But like it ends up being useful. Yeah, we're going to keep him an A tier for now. I don't think he's going to bump down to B, but he might fall down a bit on A tier. BB is an S tier. Honestly, I think I like BB more than Mizuki. I don't know why. I just really like BB's vibe. I like her general demeanor. She's got the hidden AI ball, Marco. Who knows what that guy's like? BB's cool as hell. She was like a thief, a vigilante working with Lien as Quartz. Made a ton of money for MoMA. Like, BB is fucking sick as hell. Yeah, she shot at Mizuki in the very beginning of the game. That's kind of whack, all right? But, like, I think everything else outweighs it in my personal book. Terror, also known as Uru. this is a horrible character. This is a truly despicable, awful character. And I'm not even going to get into the whole Folon, half of his organs were harvested and he was kidnapped at a young age. Yeah, everything that happened to him was truly terrible and awful. And it absolutely warped, you know, what he is. That doesn't mean he's a good character. He's a good person, all right? This dude is out here cutting people in half for his crazy religious fanatical, you know, bullshit. And the worst part of it all is he's a fucking Zero Escape fanboy. F tier. Get out of here. Absolutely not. He's literally just trying to be Zero. I might have even called him Zero unintentionally. Thinking back, I'm like, did I literally call him Zero? Because he's Terror, but he wants to be Zero desperately. He desperately wants to be Zero. Get out of here. Absolutely not. You will never stand where the good Zeros stood. At best, you stand as ZTD Zero. Chikara is also F tier. I honestly think Chikara is worse than Uru, though, because while I do not like Uru as a character, I don't like his motivations. I can kind of get like why he's a psycho. What the fuck went wrong with Chikara to make him the way he is? From what we understand, Chikara had a totally normal upbringing and a normal life, and he was just like, I'm gonna kidnap the kids and start breaking their bones. That'll be fun. Like, actually, you know, here. I'm bumping him up. Chikara gets a tier of his own, all right? I don't think I can put them in the same tier the more I think about this. Chikara is literally the worst character in the entire fucking game. He is the ultimate villain behind literally all of it. Absolutely abysmal character. Tokiko. Tokiko is batshit insane. She hatches all of these plans and kind of just uses people like Uru and to some extent Chikara as well to get what she wants done. If you count the alternate timeline where you enlighten Ryuki that they're in a video game and she ascends to, I don't know, godhood, whatever the hell. Like, she kind of wins. She's going D tier, but not at the bottom. I think she's a little bit more redeemable than Uru. Man, the amount of times I had to listen to, like, in order to reach moksha, you must do what the creators don't expect. And then she flashes her fucking gang sign. It's like, oh my God. It's actually rolling my eyes. Get me out of here, please. D tier. So, not even solid, honestly. Probably going to be a low D tier, but we'll see. Riichi Chieda. Man is rich as hell, quite literally, opens orphanages to help kids, genuinely wants to help them also. With every conversation we've had, he seems very genuine in his want to help these kids, funding research to help, you know, chronic diseases. Like, very, very philanthropist, big philanthropist, all right? Philanthropic endeavor, big philanthropist. I would put him S tier if it wasn't for the fact that he was so adamant against Lien. For literally no other reason than Lien was a criminal once, all right? And I kind of get it. But, like, I wanted the Heart of Gold turnaround at the end where he was like, you know what? I understand. I've talked to Lien a bit. I can see he's a good guy. He's turning his life around. Riichi doesn't ever do that. It doesn't feel like he ever actually takes a hard, solid look at what Lien is doing. And he just brushes him off. And I really do not like that. That's almost enough to put him into a B tier. But everything else he does, I think, pulls him up to, like, a low A. Boss is an incredible character. I don't think Boss is an S tier character, but Boss is definitely at least a high A tier character. Maybe low S. We'll see if I can convince myself as I think more about it. Some of the best banter in the game is with Boss. Boss takes in Bibi as her daughter. That's cool as hell, all right? Like, that's fucking sick. Little weird that she forces her to work as a cop. Right, but you know, like, what do you expect, right? Cage's pewter, which is kind of strange. That's still fresh on my mind. very weird, you know, like work to, you know, like employee to boss relationship with her. Kind of strange. Yeah, we're sticking with high A. I really enjoy a lot of the conversations between her and everyone else, really, though. The only thing that I can think of that she does that I did not agree with was sending the SAT after Gen and Mame. But like I get it, because like legally she has to, right? Like Mame's a killer, you know. Again, they're hiding a body. It's her job. She has to do that. So I can't really knock her for that, but it does keep you at a S tier. Pewter, unfortunately, doesn't really do a lot in this game. He's a lot more prevalent in the first game, where he doesn't really do a ton either except help out the villain at one point. I like Pewter, all right? I like Pewter a lot. Pewter's probably... I like Pewter more than Ricci. I like Pewter more than Shoma. I don't like Pewter more than Boss. I think Pewter's like a middle A tier. Good character, good guy, has a heart of gold, made some mistakes, kind of like a supervillain. Sick supervillain drip, I will say. Made all of the AI balls. That's fucking awesome. Runs the Somnia. Good character. Date is an S tier character, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I think I like Date even more than BB. All right, Date is truly an incredible character, which if you were to take Date in a vacuum and you were to tell me if you were to describe Date's character to me, full on, right? If you were to describe them to me, I'd be like, this character sounds fucking awful. What do you mean all he does is make lewd sex jokes all the time? He powers up from looking at, you know, pornographic magazines, and that's his entire character. But then when you put it in practice, it's like not really his entire character. Again, he's very much a sweetheart underneath all of that, which that's what really wins me over. But man, when you're in the moment and you're like, all right, here we go. I'm about to watch Date annihilate 700 goons while literally teleporting behind them, creating after images because he looked at, you know, he looked at a woman in a bikini on a piece of paper. Like, that shit's hilarious. And it gets me every goddamn time, especially in the first game. Like, in the second game, they do it a little bit. Oh, my lord. In the first game, there are so many good moments. I'm thinking of on the dock where he's throwing, like, the fucking... It's the bra, right? He throws the bra away, and he's like, no, I don't wanna. To distract the goons. That shit is amazing. Incredible character. Love Date. That's my boy. Kind of a shame we don't get to see what he actually looks like. They have to use this model. For those who haven't played the first game, I get it. Because I kind of like his other look better, personally. But, you know, whatever. Aiba is an S tier character as well. We're going to have a lot of S tier characters. We're really getting the ringers out of the way early. Aiba is an actual... Do I like Aiba more than Date? I think I do. I think Aiba is my favorite character. Maybe. I'm taking a quick glance at the rest of these characters. I don't think anyone can pass Aiba. Every interaction with Aiba is a true treat, a true treasure. Girl loves bugs. Girl doesn't like when Date is lewd, and does some real goofy shit in Somnias. All right, like remember the Food Wars episode where we made a cake that reached God? That was incredible. Remember in Kizuna's Somnia, where she's like, I'm the magical girl that punches you repeatedly in the abdomen? Awesome. I love it. Every moment with Aiba is a true treasure, and I will cherish it forever. Iris doesn't really do a lot in this game. You kind of talk to her like a few times at most, and that's about it. I really did not like Iris in the first game, though. The amount of times I had to hear, the parallel worlds exist. Oh my god. And you know what? Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. No. Iris, you're getting a C tier at best. And here's why. All right. Yeah, you got some like okay moments. You got some funny, goofy dialogue from time to time. But, and before I thought about what I just thought of, I was like, she's probably like a high B or a low A. That's where I was going to. No. You're a C tier character because You are the reason that Nyes exists. And I don't mean that in like a lore sense of like Iris created Nyes or anything. No, the entirety of Nyes started with Iris in the first game. It was some bullshit made up organization that, you know, was nonsense, and they extrapolated it out and made it a real thing in the second game, all because of you. So that's the best you can get. All of this nonsense, all these terrible characters are here because of you. Ota's even worse than Iris. Like, I kind of don't want to put them next to each other because I'm like, fuck, dude. Ota would love nothing more than to be on the same bracket as Iris. Literally, the man's entire fucking character arc is simp harder for his fucking idol. He does take over Matsushita Diner, which is keeping him at a like D tier. But man, you know, honestly, I think his redemption arc of taking over the diner and looking after his mom puts him above Iris than her character arc of introducing this stupid fucking fanatical organization. Yeah. Ota higher than Iris. Come at me. Sue me. What are you gonna do? Momo's a real fucking weirdo. Momo is an incredible character in the first game. Real weird at times, but man, he's such a bro. He doesn't really get to shine a lot in this one. In fact, pretty much every moment with Momo in the second game is like 80% of them are he has a necklace on that makes him sound like Iris. But like he comes through at the end of the first game so hard. He takes a bullet for Date. He shows up with the rifle, right? He also helps at the warehouse fight in the first game. Comes with the armored car at the end of the second one. I'll give him a B tier. Momo's the first B tier. I think he's like a mid B tier. All right, real weird. Like he's in his 40s. All right, my dude, you should not be simping so hard for a girl that is young enough to be your daughter. That's just a real weird vibe. Live your life, but it's very strange. Mama, I don't know how I feel about fortune teller Mama. I kind of liked the Mama in the first game more. I feel like she had a bit more personality as like the cool informant bartender. And in the second game, all she really does is like, she's like, I have no information for you. You want to talk to the crystal balls? And then you make the same goddamn joke every fucking time. Like, I don't know. I didn't dig the fortune teller thing. I think she's like a C tier. Probably a low C. I really did not enjoy this weird reinvention of her. Also, I miss the fridge jokes. We didn't get to make a single goddamn refrigerator joke at Marble. Like, what the hell? Sozajima is a horrible character. He's not as bad at... Oh, he might be as bad as Chikara. Hold on. I think he actually goes in the same tier as Chikara. He is better than Chikara, but not by a lot. Not by a lot. He is the epicenter of pretty much all of the bad things that happened in the first game. And is also, you know... oh, excuse me. A little cough there. Also related to a lot of the bad things that happened in the second game, though not quite as direct, all right? He's more just like accessory to it. He's also just so smug and smarmy. Every time I look at his face, like, look at this dude. However, he gets to go above Chikara. And this is not fair at all. It's not a fair tier list, but it's the definitive one. What are you going to do about it? He gets to go above Chikara because in Iris's Somnia, fighting him as a Pokemon trainer was actually hilarious. Truly incredible. Getting to shoot him with Falco was amazing. Loved every moment of it. Bro, Hitomi does literally nothing in this game. I think the most we talked to Hitomi is we talked to her once in like an investigation at one point, in like the pre-time skip, I think. And then there's Date laying on with his head on her lap at the end of the game. That's pretty much it. I like Hitomi though. She tries to defend Falco, which is a really sick moment. Really sweet. I like the kind of weird, you know, they haven't like really gotten together again, but like they kind of are. It's a cute arc. she's not a super strong character, though. There's not a lot that she really does, especially in the second game. I'll give her like a low B. I think that's fair. I don't think she has enough screen time to really get any higher than that. The screen time that she does have, I enjoyed, though. So, oh, sorry about that. Quick sip of water. Mamoru, my guy. Literally, all you do is you say, I'm Tokiko's bodyguard. I said something funny there. And then I have a weird drunk scene at the end. I don't really even know if it's fair to rate you. I don't know if he was super into Nai's teachings. It's hard to say. Because, like, was he a bodyguard for Tokiko because he was a prominent member of Nai's? Or was he just doing it as his job? Does it really matter? I'll give you like a high D tier, all right? Shinpei, man, you were turning your life around so well. You had your wife and kid. You were working as a producer at a studio, and then you just like pulled out a gun and shot at Ryuki randomly in a cafe. That took some serious points off. I would have put Shinpei at like a high B, low A before that. However, after doing that, hear me out though. He does try to turn his life around, and he's like, yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have shot at him. You know, I'm working with the gang now because it's hard to get, you know, I can't put him in B tier. I honestly, I think he's higher than Ota, maybe even Iris. Honestly, yeah, I think a low C is the best I can do for you, Shinpei. That's the best I can do, man. Bro, the receptionist is like, you exist to make 2 jokes. Let's be real. Let's be real. You're actually like, there we go. All right, D tier. If you can figure out why. The nurse, what do you even do? You have that. No, you know what? You have like 3 moments in the entire goddamn game. You say, yeah, I remember Jin. He was like a shy boy. You have that one weird conversation in Iowan randomly. And then at the end of the game, you're like, I want more screen time. Look at me, ma. D tier. All right. You're not like a villain D tier, but come on. You didn't do anything. Man, Ryuki. Oh my God. If you asked me in like the first probably 60% of the game how I felt about Ryuki, I'd be like, man, this character is terrible. He's the most basic bitch, fucking generic ass JRPG protag I've ever seen in my life. Look at this fucking Joker clone right here. You know what I mean? Like the most normie takes ever. He does have some pretty good interactions with Tama, though, and I think as the game goes on, his personality expands bit by bit. He's still pretty basic, all things considered. I can't put him in S tier. I cannot in good conscience put him in S tier. I can put him in a high A, though. Just because, like, man, I get it. Oh, his brother died. I'm going to be a hero of justice, but I've seen this character in so many other pieces of media, so many other times. And if it wasn't for the incredible turnaround he has at the end of the game, where he's like, I contracted TC Purge and I'm trying to help out, and he like comes through at the end, right? I would have probably put him in like C tier. Just because, man, you gotta do something new for me. But he really turns it around at the end. The taxi driver, I was like neutral at best until that weird sunfish pocket moment at the very end of the game. Brother, you're like, ugh. Man, I don't know. Are you higher than the receptionist? I don't even know, dude. These two are like pretty much on the same level for me. I guess the receptionist has more weird moments that I'm not super kosher with than you do, so I'll put him higher than her, but not by a lot. I don't even remember this guy's name. He's just that one detective. He's not even fucking Kagami. All right, I remember Kagami's name. I don't even remember your name. This guy, all he does is he goes, we don't have any clues. I don't even think it's fair to rank him. Like, I guess you go in C tier, like middle of C tier, just absolute average tier. I don't even know. Kagami is an A tier character. He doesn't have enough to really be an S tier. He's a low A. It's a real shame no one can remember his name. It's a joke that you may think, oh my god, this joke gets so old. And at some points, it kind of does get a little old. But I will say, seeing him at the end at Sunfish Pocket was pretty cool. I like that he comes back for the second game as well. I'm a big fan of Kagami. He's a low A tier character. Fuck, what was your name? It was like Dokuka or something. It began with a D. I don't fully remember. At the end of the first game, you marry that one nurse, but apparently your marriage falls through, and then you contract TC Purge, and that's pretty much all you do. But, and normally that would put you in like a D tier, all right? However, he does warn us about Misatan. He tells us to go there in his fucked up TC Purge. Like he's a victim. He's not, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't want to contract a virus that fucks you up, right? I think he's a C tier, higher than Shinpei. He doesn't shoot at anyone. Higher than the detective. I remember more of his lines than the detective lines. Not higher than Mama. Oh, Tama. God bless. I don't know how I feel about Tama. This is a character that entirely exists to make lewd jokes, which are normally not my forte. And you're going to be mad at me when I don't put Tama in S tier because she's not going there. And you're going to be like, but Dante's in S tier and all he does is make lewd jokes. Yeah, but like he's got a bit more going on than that. All right. We get to see a lot more of him. Bro, Tama, like, I don't know, man. She's got her weird sense of humor that's like not funny ever. Tama's like a B tier. I think she's a low B tier even. I don't think I can put Tama above Hitomi. I don't think I can put Tama lower than Ota though. Is really what I'm thinking right now. Like, she's not a bad character per se. She's just not my kind of character. Now, on the topic of my kind of character, we got my boy Gen. Gen's an S tier character. All right. I don't think I like Gen more than Mizuki, but it's close. Like if I did this, I don't think I'd be mad about it if I ended up having this order either. But I think I like Mizuki a little bit more than Gen. Gen is just such an absolute sweetheart. He looks out for Mame. He tries to protect her with everything he's got. He's a great cook. Right? He's an incredible cook. He just, he feels he's got this like this, I don't know, what would you call it? It's not like a this disfigurement. He got fucked up by Chikara and he's just been trying to make the best of his life ever since. I respect it, all right? And man did nothing wrong in my book, all right? I will say the one thing that I disagree with Gen on is whether or not Amame should go to prison, but like he's kind of super biased on that, right? Like he loves her. And so I get it. Amame is a really high tier character, and if it wasn't for the fact that she kills Uru, I would probably put her in S tier. I think she's gonna go in A tier though. I think she's higher than. Do I like Mame more than Ryuki? I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't think I do. I think that's the best I can do with Amame. Just because, like, man, she makes some really bad decisions and doesn't really seem super apologetic about it, truth be told. But, like, I get it. I don't know. If someone does something bad and they know it's wrong, does that make them a worse person? I don't think so. Putting you top of A. I don't think Amame is an S tier character. I think I'll put you at the top of A tier, though. Right below Gen. All right, I like Gen more than Amame. Yeah, this is good. Lien's an S tier character. I don't like Lien as much as Gen. And this is why I ranked Amame higher than middle A. I put her into high A because I was thinking like, man, Lien was a thief, but he's turning his life around. He's doing everything in his power to go clean. He's got a girl he likes. He's just trying to impress her. He's loyal. Boy is out here being like, yeah, I'll pick locks if you need me to, but even then I got like a hard limit because I don't want to do this anymore. I just want the girl I love's dad to like me, but she doesn't, but he won't, right? Like, love this man. He comes through at every moment he needs to. I got nothing bad to say about Leon. He also has a really cool Somnia, all right? It's got some chill music. You're flying around. I like Leon a lot. I didn't like him at first. At first, I thought it was going to be some weird, manipulative, kind of like grooming shit, but it didn't really come off like that. Kizuna is not going to be any lower than B tier, all right? And she's going to start working her way up. And honestly, I think she's probably not going to be lower than A tier the more I think about it. The problem is I'm trying to think, like, what standout moments does Kizuna have that I really remember? And unfortunately for Kizuna, every moment that I can think of with her is a Leon moment. Where I'm like, oh yeah, that time with Leon. Oh, wait, I like that moment because Leon's in it. Oh yeah, but then like they have the cute dance moment, but oh wait, I like that because it means Leon went to learn her dance routine to impress her, you know. Oh, but then like, you know, she was like trapped and they tried to, oh yeah, but Leon went to like save her from that along with all the other good characters like Mizuki, Bibi, Date, Ryuki. You know, I think, I think you're going in B. I think you're a high B. You just don't do enough, all right? Yeah, it's the Hitomi syndrome, all right? You don't do anything wrong. It's just you don't do like enough right. You feel me? You're just a little too goody two shoes, all right? Look at these characters up here. They all got flaws that make them great. Look at Date, all right? This dude he does a ton wrong and it's hilarious every time. Komeiji is the person I'm the most conflicted on, I think. He's a terrible comedian. His jokes are truly abysmal. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I maybe laughed at one. He's got this weird like skit thing, the god of energy, you know, thing. But I'll be damned if he isn't a loving, caring father for both Shoma and Amame. And he tries his fucking best while also still trying to make his dream work. And I gotta respect that, man. I really have to respect that. He fucks up by taking the body, trying to pay off all this debt that he accrued. He shouldn't have accrued it in the first place. Can I put him in A tier in good conscience? Can Komeiji stand next to... Yeah, I think I do. I think I like Shoma more. I think I like Komeiji more than Shoma. I don't think I like him more than Riichi Chieda though. Yeah. Man, I guess so. There we go. That's the tier list, boys. We knocked these out real fucking quick. I don't have a lot to say about all of these characters, honestly. There also isn't an absolute ton of them. To be fair, a lot of them, like especially in like the mid and lower tiers here, like a lot of these characters didn't really do anything all game, so it's pretty easy to fly through those. Let me give this one last look though. There might be some final adjustments here. As I looked at, is there anything here that stands out to me as like, what the fuck are you thinking, Folon? Like, what the hell? I don't think so. I think this is it. This is the definitive Zero Escape. Oh my god, I've been playing too much Zero Escape, man. The game is wormed into my fucking brain. Holy hell. Here we are, the definitive AI, the Somnium files, nirvanA initiative character tier list. You got a problem? You can make your own. DM it to me. Send it to me. I don't know. I'll check it out. Maybe. Who knows? Hit me up on Twitter or something. Fuck if I know. If you disagree, be like, oh my fucking god, I cannot believe that you had the audacity to put Tokiko in D tier. She's my favorite character. I loved when she said Moksha 900 times during the game. Like, if that's your vibe, dude. But that's gonna be it from me. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you again next time, or your night, or whatever time it is. Oh my god, I almost left out all the night watchers. Damn. But yeah, if you made it with me this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you later. See ya.